Gary was just telling me, Baba Booey, that he's doing the grand opening of Scores in Chicago.
Yeah.
And Wayne Siegel's now going. And there's so many guys going down to Chicago this weekend for the grand opening of Scores. I got to say, a lot of these guys, my buddies, some of them are looking a little crazy, a little desperate.
Well, I'm thinking about taking a car from St. Louis to Chicago.
Dude, it's not an hour, by the way. I got about 1,000 emails, people telling me it's about a 3-hour drive.
Yeah, I didn't think it was an hour.
Right. I said it's 3 hours. Tell Artie it's 3 hours from St. Louis to Chicago, minimally.
John was telling me it was an hour outside, and I said, well, I don't know if I trust that, but...
Where's John doing the math?
I don't know. Someone had told him it was real close, but, yeah. Well, 3 hours, it's still doable.
You going to do it?
I don't know, man. I'm working this club, The Funny Bone, in St. Louis, and if they can get me a car...
Well, why would they get you a car to go to Chicago? What do they care?
To keep me happy.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the big performer that weekend.
You're like Sinatra.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. That would be the logical thing for the guy to say is, why would we get you a car? And then I'd have no answer for it. I
love Scores as much as the next guy. You know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a big proponent of going to Scores.
Right.
And I'm having a man's club, a gentleman's club, excuse me. But why not just go to the one in Manhattan? I mean, to go all the way to Chicago for Wayne and Ross Zapin and... who else is going, Gary? I mean, so many of the guys are going down to the grand opening.
The one in Manhattan is as top-notch as you get.
That's what I'm saying.
You know?
Baba Booey.
I understand if you live in Chicago why you're going.
Baba Booey. Doug and Ganji. But they're covering it.
They're covering it.
What are they covering?
I don't know.
What do they think is going to happen?
I don't know.
Can't show the good stuff.
Exactly.
And we're spending money sending those two guys down to Chicago? Why don't we just get a crew from Chicago?
Well, nobody can produce like those two.
No, that's not true. What are you doing?
And the camera crew is going to be there. They're staying a couple extra days.
You're staying extra days?
Yeah, what happened was the camera crew was going to be there Wednesday and Thursday anyway. We were going to hire a camera crew,
right?
Just a local crew in Chicago. But our New York crew is going to be there Wednesday and Thursday. So they said, we'll be really cool. We'll stay an extra couple of days and shoot it for you.
Oh, that's cool. They're cool guys.
Yeah.
Real givers.
Professionals.
Yeah, nobody's staying a couple of extra days to help, shoot me when I'm at the rodeo in Houston.
Yeah, what a sacrifice this is.
Yeah.
And we're flying Doug and Ganji to Chicago to go cover this?
I don't know. I have no idea how that's working.
Wow. Well, Lonnie said they had a secret opening of Scores the other night in Chicago. And I guess it was for like a private party. And then they opened it to the public and there was a line around the block.
Yeah, and I keep hearing something about, like, Rodman might be flying in. I don't know if that was for the private party or for this weekend. But I heard names of, like, celebrities that were being flown in.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah, because he's not getting married.
Yeah, they called off the wedding.
You're
they
kidding
did?
me.
That's what it says on the front page of the Daily News. On the anniversary of September 11th, it's the J No.
Yeah, we got to care about that on 9/11.
This guy says it's 8 hours from St. Louis to Chicago.
Oh, my goodness, it's getting longer and longer.
Is that right, Matt? He's gone.
8 hours.
Yeah.
That's about right. The guys told me yesterday, you don't want to drive it. I was talking to the guys in Chicago. It's a 50-minute flight.
Yeah, maybe that's what they were talking about. It's an hour flight, not an hour drive.
Yeah, when people say it's an hour from Chicago, they mean a ride on a plane.
What's pathetic is on the road you're so lonely, and if I knew that a bunch of friends of mine were at Scores only 8 hours away, I'd think about it. Renting a Fiat and driving out there.
There's Ronnie, the limo driver, who has somehow networked himself as like Lonnie's right-hand man.
I'm a consultant at school.
He's flying down. He's not even going to be at work here tomorrow. He's going.
No, I'm going to be here.
I heard you're not.
Who told you that?
That's the rumor.
I'll be here.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave an hour early, that's all.
Oh, so he's leaving early.
Yeah, I'll be here.
He's flying out early.
Why is he going
Why show up at all?
What?
Why is he going out early?
No, I'm not going out early. That's the flight they booked me. 12 o'clock.
Scores booked him.
Yeah.
So what?
So you're going out early then?
Yeah. What do you mean you're not going out early? You're going early.
Well, that's the flight they booked.
But tell me you have work.
I said I could arrange things.
The only reason that Lonnie's your buddy is because you work here.
Yeah, I know.
Just keep that in mind.
I understand that.
Hey, this goes away, old Lonnie's going to go away.
I understand that.
All right.
I never questioned that.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, Lonnie had a secret opening.
Yeah.
Last Tuesday night.
Right.
And they invited, a private party for people they invited.
Right.
And then about 10, 11 o'clock, they opened it to the public. And there were people lined up around the block.
This is like deja vu. I think I've heard this before.
Yeah.
I just said that, but I like hearing it from you.
Okay, I'm sorry, all right?
Have you heard any rumors of any celebrities?
Yeah, Mo Vaughn is there. He flew out.
Mo Vaughn.
He's out there.
Who's Mo Vaughn?
He plays for the Mets, but he's hurt, so he's really just sitting around and he's getting paid.
He's making $8 million a year to sit around and get lap dances, that guy.
He flew out with, Big John? You know, the big guy that works there?
I know Big John,
Big John took him out there. He personally escorted him out there.
Escorted Mo Vaughn.
Yeah.
It must be a big deal because Mo is always at the New York Scores, and he had to be at the Chicago Scores.
I got to tell you, I'm a Met fan, and Mo Vaughn's hurt and just collecting all this money. I heard he literally lives at Scores.
I hang with him all the time there. He's always there.
I was getting a lap dance from a stripper. They were like, Lonnie was nice to me, brought 3 over. I went to that VIP section. They all looked over my shoulder, and they left it. And as they were leaving, they went, "There's Mo."
Mo Vaughn.
Yeah, he is Mr. Scores.
Two of them didn't know what he did. They just knew he had a lot of money.
Right. Let's go to Mo.
Yeah. Let's leave Artie and go to Mo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard something about Rodman coming out, too.
Rodman.
I don't know how true it is.
It probably is. I think that would motivate him. Man. Unbelievable.
Are you feeling like you ought to go?
No.
Lonnie,
because if I want to, I could go to the Scores here in New York.
But there must be something special going on.
Something different going on in Chicago?
No,
it's just exciting.
It's a hype thing,
Right.
He was telling me that a lot of the girls came out on Monday, and they went out to this steakhouse, this fancy steakhouse in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And when they walked in, all of the Wall Street type guys that work in Chicago all got up and gave him a standing ovation.
Wow.
They're so happy.
Everyone is very happy in Chicago about this.
Howard, you should go. We should do the show from there next week.
Yeah. Lonnie offered to send Howard a private jet if he wanted to go.
Oh, my goodness.
I might have to jet in. What night is it? Saturday night?
Yeah.
Wow.
See, that would be sad. If you just happen to be in the area, it's one thing. But if
I jet in for it.
If you're in a private jet.
I don't think that's sad.
Kids, I can't be with you. Daddy has to jet into Chicago.
I think that's rock and roll, man.
Yeah.
I'm missing my kid's first football game because I have to go to Scores. It's very embarrassing.
Did you explain to him why you can't go?
I just said Daddy's working.
Yeah.
Just wait till he finds out.
Daddy's working.
How do you explain that to an 8-year-old?
Daddy is. It's like when you're getting your lap dances, are you going to be sitting there thinking, gee, my son might...
I think he's making his first touchdown.
I wish I could have been there with you, boy.
Hey, my old man missed a couple of my football games because he had to put up antennas.
You know what?
Right.
You're working.
That's why they made videotape.
Right. Yeah, you can videotape it for your son, so so he'll see
Daddy working.
Daddy working. Daddy's working with a big tent in his pants.
Mo Vaughn's gonna
love Gary gets that bonage going.
Look at his face and his bone.
His bone going in 2 seconds.
They're sending me along to keep an eye on Gary.
Yeah, right. Who's keeping an eye on you?
You know Ronnie's going to get stupid drunk.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the part where he's like, woo!
Yeah. With his tequila shots.
A lot of screaming.
Yeah, yelling.
He's fun when he's like that for about a minute.
Yeah, you think so. I don't. He's loud and annoying.
You could time your watch by Ronnie's scream.
Thank you
on the Scores part.
Because you know what he does? He just drinks as much alcohol as he can within 15 minutes.
No, it's not true.
Slow down. What's your rush?
No, I know. I've mellowed out.
Have you?
Yeah.
All right.
I pace myself.
But without having to drive anywhere to go home,
you're going to be incredibly nuts.
No, I don't do that anymore. I pace myself now.
You know what?
This way I can scream through the whole night.
Oh, geez.
He's all passed out in the chair.
No, I don't do that. I'm telling you, I don't do it anymore.
All right.
I've gone up to Ronnie at Scores and said, listen, you're drinking a little too much.
Yeah, okay, Artie. The last time I saw you at Scores, you were sitting in a corner of the room.
Yeah, I might have had a few.
With your head back against the wall.
Okay. I might have thrown a few back.
Yeah, just a few.
So what?
Good for the buffet.
Ronnie was hammered in Vegas every night. I got reports.
No, I wasn't.
We were there?
No, I wasn't.
That's what I heard.
I stayed out late, but I wasn't hammered.
Really?
No, I know how to get up in the morning. I wouldn't do stuff like that. But I was out late, yes. Definitely.
Is that why you were so alert when we were there? Mr. Late Night.
It's getting ugly.
Yeah. Well, that trip's too much for you to Vegas. You don't need to go to that anymore. You got too run down over there. You were a little hazy. What?
I just wanted to say I had a room across from Ronnie in Vegas, and every morning it'd be the same story coming. Oh, my head is killing me.
Yeah, okay, Will.
And then
couldn't even see
by
when he
11
walked out
o'clock
of his
that
room.
night, he's like screaming and yelling down the halls like the regular drunken Ronnie.
Yeah, right. And what about you?
Yeah, this is another one. But,
What about you?
But he's not doing security.
Yeah, but
you're my representative.
I was not screaming in the hall, so let's get that straight. That's number one. Number two, Will is just the opposite of me. I'm happy and having a good time. He gets very angry at people. He starts to curse them out.
The rumor on Will is instant lunatic, just add alcohol.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same with you, Ronnie.
I don't curse people out. I don't insult people in the street.
Oh, my.
Will comes out of a bar, and he's loaded, and he'll go out in the middle of Columbus Avenue, and he'll start screaming at people, like, F you, and...
No.
Hey, did you almost get beat up a couple of weeks ago down the Bowery?
No.
What happened?
Where?
I don't know. You
where?
Hey, Howard. I know what happened. One of the Bowery. The night of the blackout. What happened the night of the blackout?
Oh, yeah, I drank a little too much.
Yeah, what happened? You said something to some guy who kicked your ass?
I don't know. I got pretty drunk, and then we were just walking around the streets, and I was just yelling at people, I think.
Man, what's your problem, man? What are you angry about?
I don't know.
No,
Do you feel like we're sitting in the midst of a bunch of derelicts?
It's like an AA meeting.
Is he real angry?
Hey, Howard.
About what?
I don't know.
I think I know.
What is he angry about?
But you have a bad childhood?
No.
Aren't you the guy with the father who was a drug addict or something?
No.
Or is it the other kid?
No, that's JD.
Oh, okay.
But the other day, Will got drunk, I think, at the racetrack and started going up to Asian women and going in their faces and going, "Ah!"
No, I didn't.
What happened to you as a kid that you're so angry?
Nothing. It's not angry. It's just I get stupid when I'm drunk. People like misconstrue it as being angry, but it's not. It's just like, you know.
Wait a second. Hold on. He's a good guy, and he's got his act together. When I gave him the job, I said to Dad, I said, listen, you know what? I heard some things. That can't happen anymore. Right. But I know one of the things that he did that was right when he was an intern, a bunch of them got drunk, and they went to a restaurant in the neighborhood, and he was down at the bar in the basement. It wasn't open. And he stole a couple of bottles of vodka. The owner chased him down the block. And
It was
crazy, man? What are you doing?
No,
but he's not doing that anymore. I told him no more of that.
What, stealing?
Or just getting drunk and not knowing what you're doing.
Yeah, you gotta get yourself together.
No, it's not like that as much anymore.
As much.
I think he's angry because he had leukemia at one point.
No, I didn't.
Oh, right.
It was Hodgkin's.
And he was on his deathbed.
Oh, you were on your deathbed?
Yeah.
Well, you remember that.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't I save your life?
Yeah, you definitely.
Dude, tell that story again where I look good. Go ahead.
I was sick in the hospital, and you inspired me to live, actually.
Oh, I thought I called you.
You did call me.
Oh, tell the story. What's wrong with you?
Sorry. No, I was in the hospital. I wrote you a letter, and then you called me.
Did I really?
Yeah, you really did.
Oh, that's so crazy.
By the time we called him, he could have been dead.
Yeah.
He got out of the hospital.
Well, thank goodness you saved him so he can yell at Asian women.
That was one woman.
How old were you when this? How old were you when this?
I was originally 15, and then I came out of remission again when I was 17.
So how old were you when I called you?
17 or 18.
I think I remember. I called you at your house.
Yeah, I just gotten out of the hospital.
Yeah, I remember you were kind of dopey. Like you didn't have a lot to say.
Were you drinking that day?
What'd you say to me? I don't even remember the conversation.
Well, I was pretty much in shock that you had called me. You kind of put me on the spot at the time.
Who wrote me the letter? You did?
I did, yeah.
And why did you write me?
What did he say in his letter?
That I should call you and help you?
No, I just said you've been, I listen to you every morning. I'm stuck in this hospital. It'd be great if you could call me or whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
And you did.
And then he did.
And I did it.
Wow.
That's even more shocking.
Right.
So you see what a good guy I am?
Very nice.
Seriously. That's a great thing I did.
It is.
Oh, stop patting yourself.
I'm shocked.
God.
I remember you being really upset because by the time...
By the way, if you're dying, don't write me any letters. I'm not calling you.
Because he's such a great guy.
Yeah, I'm only doing that once.
And Howard, don't feel too bad for Will because he comes from a rich family.
No,
He does?
No, I don't, John.
Oh, no kidding.
Wait a minute, I thought he was on a farm.
Yeah, he was a farm boy.
John, right on top of the finances.
Well, what was your grandfather famous for?
No, like my great-great-grandfather helped start Cigna Insurance. But that's like, it's like so, money's been so weathered down at this point. It's not.
Rich kid.
No, it's not rich. I got through college. It helped pay for my college. Okay.
Whatever.
John's like, how would I figure Will's worth $10 million?
Yeah, John.
He's a Rockefeller.
He's worth more than me.
John always looking at everyone's money.
Yeah. Guess how much Will's worth? $10 million.
Well, he's got a trust fund or something. Yeah, but it's small.
You have a trust fund?
Yeah, I said it comes from college.
Oh,
It's all news to me, man.
Yeah.
Got plenty left. Come on.
No, I don't.
Come on, baby.
No, I don't.
John knows everything.
Why does anybody tell John anything?
They tell him when they're weak.
I know.
I always said John should have his own financial show on like one of the cable news networks, and it's just him looking at camera going, "Guess how much Artie made at the Funny Bone?"
Right, yeah.
And he looks behind his back.
Announce what people made.
Guess how much Gary made at the Bally's Opinions? $3,500.
Will's got a trust fund.
Guess how much Will's trust fund is? $10 million. Before each one, you got to look over his shoulder. Guess how much Robin made from a book deal? $40 million. Guess how much Ronnie makes from a security business? $80,000 a week.
He always looks over his shoulder. He's keeping it confidential.
Guess how much Artie's development deal is worth? $500,000.
Who is coming behind him?
That's what he doesn't hear, because when he says something in here, he's got to look if someone's coming. Guess how much Viacom stock went down? $40. Guess how much Mel Thomas was worth? $2 billion.
There's the show, John.
I would watch that show.
Guess how much I paid Jason to paint my apartment? $10. But it's double what he makes here. Guess how much Jason makes a week? $80. Guess what Benji makes off the stripper website? Artie, $400 a week. That's clear.
It's so true.
Guess how much my apartment went up in a year? $150,000.
He got John down.
Guess how much Susanna makes off Bernie's bachelorette? $200 a week.
Free and clear.
Free and clear.
Oh, man, you do love to know what people are making.
It's totally true.
Yeah, that's it. It's Stuttering John's financial show on MSNBC. That's what it's about.
I love it.
I didn't know Will was a trust fund baby. That took me by surprise.
It's not.
I must have known that when I called him.
Really? That's why you were calling?
I must have sensed it was a rich kid riding me. I must have been looking for some angle.
Yeah, I'm some rich kid.
Yeah. Hey, that was really nice of me.
It was.
Oh. Anyway, everyone's going down to Scores in Chicago.
Guess how much Scores makes a week? $400,000.
That's low.
That's a little low according to Ronnie. Ronnie's got a piece of Scores. $10,000 a week.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I think those strippers think Ronnie is part owner in Scores.
What?
He's got some kind of thing going there where they think he's like an owner.
Oh, dear. Just because he's sitting around there all the time?
He shows up with his suit jacket, and he's there every minute.
What does his wife say that he's flying to Chicago to go to Scores? I can't figure that out.
I'm consulting.
Ronnie's gonna train the security staff in Chicago.
No, it's got nothing to do
Nothing?
with it. I'm consulting on. Lonnie wanted me to come out and see what the new club looked like.
Oh, so you're gonna evaluate it?
So it's kind of like when they come back here to look at the new club that they built, to see the difference between the one in Chicago and the one in New York.
Did you hear yourself?
Wait a minute. That made no sense.
I'm getting flown out there. That's all I know.
That I don't understand.
I'm
Is your wife angry at all?
No.
His wife's real cool about it because he's there every night.
Every Friday.
No,
he's there.
Fridays. I go.
Fridays he goes.
Not every Friday, but, you know.
You can pretty much see him
A lot of Fridays.
a lot of Fridays.
My friend's going.
Ronnie loves Scores.
Yeah, I do.
My friend's going, and his wife was talking to her mother on the phone, and she's like, "Well, what do you mean he's going to Chicago? Is it business?" And the wife goes, "No." And she says, "What's he doing?" He's going to Scores.
Who's this?
This is my friend Ross, the other friend Ross.
Your manager, Ross.
Yeah, and his mother-in-law's going, "Why are you letting him go to Scores?" And his wife said, "You know what? This is a monumental moment in his life." I said, "That's a cool wife."
You see, the thing that turns me off to marriage is she's going to let him go.
Right.
That's what makes me nuts about marriage.
Oh, I told you one of the other guys.
I hate that she's going to let him go.
You need permission.
One of the guys.
And you know what? As much as you want to be cool and say, "Well, I don't need permission," you do kind of need permission.
One of the guys told me.
Well, it's two becoming one. Don't you realize that?
Yeah. It's horrible. It just seems like a horrible setup.
I don't think it's made for necessarily a person like you.
It's not.
You need everybody to be saying what you want to say.
Yes. That's what I need in a relationship. I need everything my way.
It's you. Everybody becomes you. It's not you two merging into one. Everybody becomes you.
Thank you. You understand me.
But you know what? I see you, like, with Beth and stuff, and you're like, you know... You seem like you make concessions. You seem like you're nice and like you do the things she wants to do.
I do. But the marriage to me means getting permission.
Well, I told you my friend said he got a 48-hour pass to come to Scores.
Yeah, I hate that. And I know it's true, but I just hate that. He has to get it's a grown man has to get a 48-hour pass to go to Scores.
Yeah. I never ask for permission. I just say, I'm going to Scores, that's it. There's no discussion.
I'm going to Scores and not buying your coat.
I got an actual printed invitation.
Yeah.
You know, they came in an envelope and everything, and I just handed it. I said, you know, I'm going. He said, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Like you had,
well, what if she said no?
Yeah, boy, you get to the second.
Wow. No, I don't think she would ever say no.
What if Ronnie said to you, look, Ronnie, I've been with you, you know, a lot of years. Right. We've been through a lot together. Right. It insults me as a woman that my husband, okay, when you go to Scores, sometimes it hurts me, but what do I care?
Right.
Now you're flying to Scores in Chicago. It just pains me because even just to everyone and inside it says to me that you're not satisfied with me.
That's not true.
That's what you would say. It's not true, and then you would go.
Yeah.
It's where I go if it pains you.
Like when Ralph Crandon told Alice she wasn't going fishing. You're not going. I am going.
She realizes that I have a good time and hang out, and you know I'm home all the time, and you know I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm hanging out.
Would you ever take her with you to the grand opening of Scores?
She wanted to go. Mm-hmm. She never wanted to. You know, she never wanted to.
That's your place, though. You wouldn't want to, like Ralph Crandon. You don't want to take her fishing.
It's like going to the Bergen Hunt and Fish Club. You know.
Right. Like the mafia.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't take chicks to the Water Buffalo Lodge.
You don't come through that steel door.
Right.
Bonnie, none of the girls are going. I am Raccoon of the Year. Only guys at the raccoon meeting. Me, Norton.
Boy, all the years I was married, I went to Scores. And, you know, I never asked permission. Because if I asked permission and the answer was no, I know I couldn't live with it.
Yeah. You'd get mad. Yeah,
I would be angry.
Yeah.
You know,
because I want things the way I want them. That's the problem with me. I can't be married.
Oh, yes, you can, as long as you get your way.
If I could find someone who would just give me my way and never say anything.
You need, like, a deaf, dumb, blind person.
Yes.
Who can't do anything without you.
Right.
Anyway.
Let me ask you something.
So they have to go along.
Okay, you're saying, like, the way your relationship is now, it's good, right?
Right.
And you do things that Beth wants to do because you want to.
Right.
So if you marry her tomorrow, that's going to all change?
Yep.
Yeah, because it's now mandatory. Because he doesn't have a choice.
Also, if I don't want to be there with her, I can say tomorrow, I don't want to be there. And she can say the same thing. There's no complications. There's no, you know, I mean, emotional complications, yeah. But
he thinks there's no complications.
I think there are none. Because, you know, why? But what is the complication?
Right now, you all have merged into such a situation. They'll be, well, what about the dog? What about this? What about that?
That's easy to handle.
That's true. That's true, though. There are complications.
Absolutely.
Listen, having been through the big complications, if all you have to talk about is a dog.
No, I'm just saying it becomes, it morphs. Everything morphs.
She's right.
You don't understand.
She's right.
Being
She's right.
simplistic.
It becomes a whole big deal.
There's a guy we know that's going through that right now, and he's got stuff to get back to his girlfriend.
Yeah.
How does he get it?
Right.
She's got to come to the apartment.
It's upsetting. But, you know, look. You know, you can't have it both ways. Robin's right. Like, you can't have a great girlfriend or wife and be able to go to Scores whenever you want. You got to make some kind of sacrifice. Now, Robin's right.
I didn't say that.
In my relationships, I would want everything my way. I know that about me. I want to be able to go out the door, go to Scores when I want, and do whatever I want. And that's why I'm not a good guy to be married. You can't be that way.
Well, you know, Howard, I was just invited to the Playboy Mansion.
Go ahead.
To some big party, and my wife just said, "So you're going to go?" She just asked me if I was like.
Well, she's so browbeaten.
Yeah, look at you. You're urinating in Sprite cans.
I heard a story about John. John had this little get together at his house, and they were out in the backyard, and the dog took a poop in the backyard, and he saw the dog take a poop. Instead of going over and cleaning it up, he goes, "Susanna, the dog
No.
Oh, my God.
With the click of the finger?
That's not true.
And get me a beer.
That is so not true.
What do you mean? Then what is the truth?
I said, "Hey, Susanna, the dog made. Could you clean it up?"
Oh, could you
I
clean
didn't
it up?
snap my finger and point at.
Guess how much that party cost me?
Did it ever dawn on you to get up?
$8,000.
Did it ever dawn on you to get up and clean it?
But see, I just got done cleaning 12 of the poop. So I mean, you know, we try and share in the duties.
Every 13th one, she cleans up.
We try to share in the duties. And did she go over and clean it?
She just gave me the bag. No, she might have cleaned that one. No, I don't remember.
She cleaned it. She does whatever he says.
I know.
She's a great woman.
John, where's the point where, like, she's pregnant and you're like, you know what, I'll get that one, honey, because maybe you're feeling not so good.
Listen, the first 3 months, she's been puking every day. Now she's been in bed. Now she can start getting up.
Now she can start cleaning again.
Now go walk the dog.
You lived through that.
You live through her being in bed all, that crybaby routine.
It's enough of you puking. I get up and do some more.
You know what cures that puking? Working.
She just started her first day of training us.
Of what?
I got her a trainer.
What, through pregnancy?
Yeah.
You're insane. Your wife just got her weight back down and everything, and then you knock her up again. You're crazy.
I love kids.
If John put as much effort into work as he did to figure out how to keep his wife thin, he'd be a genius, you know?
Wife's cute, but he's going to ruin her by keep knocking her up.
This is the last one.
You know what? Third one, they don't always recover. You don't know.
Oh, she'll recover.
Always a crapshoot.
What'd the trainer cost?
No, I don't even.
You got her a trainer?
Yeah.
Where'd you get her a trainer?
From Bally's.
So it costs nothing.
Costs nothing.
No, I think it does cost.
No, it doesn't.
I think it does.
John, if it costs you something, you know it costs you something. You know every cost that costs.
That's right. He knows every cost you got.
I'm pretty sure.
What do you mean? You didn't say to the guy how much does this cost?
I told Susanna that to get a trainer and I'll pay for it. So I haven't even asked her.
Did you get it from John Harris?
It was the same trainer I had.
Yeah. So that's John Schnurring off the show.
No.
Trust me, it's not costing you a dime.
And maybe it should. What is that? You can't take advantage. Who is John to be calling Bally's and taking advantage of that?
This is the same trainer I had, and I don't know if you guys are right. I think it is.
All right. Well, you would know, believe me. Mr. Cost.
Yeah, I can't believe you.
I already told my wife that after she has the baby, I'm putting like a few grand aside for any plastic surgery she needs. For if she has if she needs a tummy tuck.
Guess how much my wife's tummy tuck cost? $4,000.
Boy, oh boy.
Tummy tuck leaves a big scar, dude. You don't know that, do you? You don't even know what a tummy tuck is.
All right, hold on a second. After a woman gives birth, right?
Go ahead.
Sometimes they can have like a stomach that doesn't
loose skin.
Yeah, loose skin.
Most of them get that, yeah.
All right, so what is it called when you tighten that?
Tummy tuck.
That leaves a big scar?
Yeah. It's a big belt around their waist. Like a belt, like a scar belt.
Like that thing that Richard Hatch had?
Right.
Yeah, that's a tummy tuck.
Kenny Rogers.
Only had it on his back.
What do you think? That's not going to happen?
Well, my wife wants
Did you look into it? No.
My wife wants to have a C-section. I said, that's out of the question. I don't want a scar there.
So then you're talking tummy tuck, which is a scar.
Which would be a huge scar. Right. It's going to be hip to hip.
So that means, like, if Madonna has birth and if she had something that she would have a scar.
If Madonna has birth, what?
Madonna gives birth, right?
Yeah.
Her stomach looks awesome.
Go ahead.
So, now, I'm sure that if she had some flabs, she'd get it fixed, right?
I'm just telling you.
She didn't have flabs.
She's a workout-aholic. Your wife isn't.
She's got nothing to do all day but work out.
Yeah, Madonna's twisting herself into a pretzel right now.
Yeah, to be thin. Your wife goes for a tummy tuck because there'll be loose skin, that you don't like because, that's not your thing.
You're a perfectionist.
Yeah. When she goes to get her tummy tuck, she's going to come out, she's going to have a big scar. It's not going to go away. She's going to have a big belt around her waist.
Well, then what do you do?
Have it painted.
What do? You're going to have to get used to the fact that your wife's not going to have the body anymore because you keep knocking her up.
Or rebound incredible.
Or what you're going to have to do is get somebody to watch the kid all day so that your wife's job is working out, like Madonna's. Give her 12 hours a day to just do nothing but work out.
You could really work out and that.
It depends on how big your wife gets during her pregnancies.
Yeah, you should start hiding the food now.
Yeah.
Not everybody can do that. That's a lot of work.
During your pregnancy.
Dude, you're in a dreamland.
She'll rebound fine. She always has.
What's more important to you, having more kids or having a perfect wife?
They're both important.
Which more important?
Have more kids.
Be honest.
Have more kids. I mean,
okay. Well, then, so stop it.
My last kid.
It's my last one.
You could always go to Scores and look at.
Jeez, I'm so sorry he's not going to have any more children.
Yeah.
Guess how much a kid costs?
$200,000.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we're gonna take a break. We'll come back. We'll get the show started. Don't think we forgot that it's 9/11.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that. We'll be back right after these words.